Good morning, you beautiful people. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day today. I want to talk about Blackout. Now, I did a whole long review. I edited it, I listened to it. It was like a half hour long, and I thought it was too drawn out. So I'm going to make little tiny videos talking about specific points about Blackout. First of all, I want to get this out of the way. I am new to this Battle Royale game mode. I'm new to the strategy. I'm new to the mentality of how you win these things and what to expect when you're going into a game. So if you watch the first couple live streams, you'll see me get very frustrated very easily because I really don't understand the strategy. I'm coming from a multiplayer perspective, so it's very, very different for me. So I apologize for being too harsh on it. I've grown to love this game mode. I've grown to love this game as well, the game of Blackout. I think it's going to be so popular. It's going to be so good. Not going to kill Fortnite, and we'll get to that, but I think it's going to be a solid game mode. But I also reserve the right to change my mind as I learn and develop skills for this game mode and understand more about it. But enough of that. I want to talk about what has really been bothering me about this game mode. Really, one of the only criticisms I have about it, and that is very inconsistent gunfights. There are several key factors that I believe make gunfights inconsistent in Blackout. And some of these reasons are gameplay, some of them are typical Call of Duty reasons, but let's talk about them. Let's get this right out of the way. Lag, connection, that's kind of boring. I don't want to talk about that because there's nothing to talk about. Second thing, bullet drop. Maybe I'm not used to it. I think maybe I'm overcompensating. I think bullets drop a lot farther than they probably actually do. But, I don't know. There's that. Again, I don't think that's too much the case. That's more just like the aim and stuff. My reason is I get a lot of hit markers and I feel like I die really quickly. And sometimes that's the opposite. Sometimes I feel like I tank bullets, and sometimes I feel like other people just get shredded up. And I think we all generally know why. I wasn't going to talk about this, but I saw on Twitter Noah complaining about it, Reddit, and literally everyone complaining about it. And I saw a couple of videos today on YouTube talking about it and discussing it. And that is, as you all guessed, the armor system. I don't understand the armor system really at all. I struggle. Why is armor in the game? I don't quite get it. If armor is in the game to straight up give you more health points, why not just increase the amount of health players get? What's the point of having a system where you have something that resists damage and bleeds damage? I don't quite understand it. The only reason was in the exclusive base video that I watched. And that was that you feel a little bit more protection out in the open, which is understandable. When you're in the Battle Royale game mode, there's lots of open space. It's not this huge map with all these corridors where you're only gonna, see one line of sight at a time. You're out in the open a lot. So I can understand armor giving you that little split second sort of tick where it's like, oh, you gotta find cover right away. I understand that. And honestly, that's really the only reason that I can see armor being justifiably in the game. However, there's an issue with armor. First of all, level 3 armor, I think we all know, is very powerful. There's memes all over the Reddit. Like I said, people are complaining about it on Twitter, on Reddit, on YouTube. Level 3 armor just lets you tank bullets. I've had level 3 armor, and there are many gunfights where I'm like, man, I should not have won this, not even close. I don't think there's much to discuss about it. It's just how it is. However, armor poses another issue. Let me give you an anecdote. If we're playing a typical Call of Duty match, like a multiplayer match, and like Call of Duty's always been for the past couple of years, and we're playing free-for-all, right? The ground rule, the strategy for free-for-all is you wait until 2 people get into a gunfight and one of them dies. That means the other person, the one who won that gunfight, is probably either weak or reloading, or both even. And so you want to be the third guy to that gunfight, because after that first guy dies, that second guy is going to be distracted, his gun's not going to be ready, he's going to be low health, and he's an easy kill to pick up. That's the basic strategy of free-for-all. You want to be the third guy to the gunfight, and that really applies a lot in Blackout. Whether you're playing solos, duos, quads, whatever you're playing, you want to be the third party to a gunfight. And that's also the basic strategy in Blackout as well. And I think that's a perfectly fine strategy, but here's where the armor system ruins it. In that regular, typical Call of Duty free-for-all, if I was the one who won the first gunfight, I was low on health, I saw the third guy, I took cover, I would be able to heal up all the way to full health so that I had a fair gunfight. So I had just as much health as that third party, right? But in Blackout, if I win that first gunfight and he destroys my armor, I can't get any more armor. Not out in the open, not during the middle of a gunfight. That's just not how that works. I can heal up back to 150 health, but I can't get any more protection. I can't get any more armor. And if that third party has armor, no matter what I do, he is going to have the advantage, period. And this is the kicker. It's due to no skill of either of us. He is not more skillful for having armor as much as I'm not as less skillful for not having armor. In fact, I'm more skillful because I just won a gunfight. And the armor system really ruins this flow. It really ruins this pace because what it does is that the strategy now is you want to be the last person alive with 3 people. So you want to avoid all of the gunfights until the very end game. That is the best strategy, at least for solo. And that, I don't think, is the best way that Treyarch wants people to play this game. I think Treyarch wants people to run around, get as many kills as possible, have fun, be aggressive, push, all that sort of good stuff. However, if you do that, you're going to get into gunfights, your armor's going to degrade, and you're going to be screwed. You're going to be put at a disadvantage for winning all of those gunfights. So what do we do? What do we do about this situation? There are a couple options. One, we can just nerf our armor all around. That's perfectly fine. Second thing we can do, we can make level 3 armor put in supply drops only or made it super rare or whatever. Okay, fine, that works as well. An interesting one that I think would be actually a really nice solution is give players another slot for armor. Like, you can pick up more than one health kit. You can pick up as many health kits as you can fit in your inventory. That's fine. Let us pick another piece of armor. You know, if I have level 2 armor, but I find a level 1 armor, obviously I'm not going to need it right away, but let me pick it up and hold it so that I can equip it after I'm done with that gunfight. Personally, I would get rid of armor completely, and what I would do is I would have people spawn in with 150 health, and you find health packs so that you can heal yourself all the way up to like 300 health or 400 health or something good and long so that gunfights are really consistent and health packs actually mean something. Because like I said, you could have all the health packs in the world and you can use them, but if you don't have armor, you're still at the disadvantage. So health packs are pretty redundant at this point, so getting rid of armor, increasing the HP that you're able to get, but spawning with less, I feel like that'd be an okay balance. But I know that Treyarch wants to keep armor in the game. It's another level of tactics in their mind. It's another level of gear that you want to get set up with. So I understand that. So that's why I think being able to pick up more than one, you can limit it to just like 2 things or 3 things or 1 thing or whatever you want. But I think having an additional piece of armor in your inventory would be perfectly balanced and would be just fine. Now, I do also want to give kind of an honorable mention about the weapons. I don't know if the weapons are unbalanced. I don't feel like they're unbalanced. I feel like the LMGs are good for late game, snipers are great, that DMR, that semi-automatic is just a masterpiece and all that. I don't know if it's the weapons. It very well could be the weapons. I don't have enough time with the weapons to really dictate whether or not it's that, but I did want to at least mention that. So that's my thoughts. I think gunfights are inconsistent. It's one of the only bad things that I can really say about specifically Blackout. So tell me your guys' thoughts. What do you think about armor? Do you like it? Do you not like it? What are your ideas to have it change? What would be fair? What's the point of armor in your opinion? And what is the counterplay for gunfights for you? Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like if you did enjoy. And until the next absolutely beautiful Call of Duty morning, I'll catch up with you guys later. And as always, stay beautiful.